With the announcement of the Hunter x Hunter, Bleach, and now Berserk continuations, it's got me thinking about a series that y'all know is near and dear to my heart, and that's Katekyo Hitman Reborn. So, like, I feel like this series is going to come back, and I don't know if y'all agree with me, but I'm going to give my reasoning why, because I feel like based off of like the trends of a series coming back, I feel like Reborn is kind of hitting those trends, and it could very, very well soon come back. Obviously, this is kind of in response to Hunter x Hunter coming back, because shout out that I'm not done with Hunter x Hunter, but like still, Hunter x Hunter is a tough series, and I know the manga didn't really finish, but the creator of Hunter x Hunter is basically gonna write a couple chapters and stuff. But all that stuff, like I said, got me thinking about Katekyo Hitman Reborn. Because for those who don't know, Reborn finished 2 arcs early in the anime. So the anime finished at the future arc, and in the manga, there are 2 more arcs, which was like the Simone arc and the arcobaleno arc. In my opinion, those are the 2 most important arcs in the series because they kind of complete the series in a way where you can kind of see a lot of questions we had about the series get answered in those 2 arcs. So obviously, we'd like a reboot or at least a continuation. Obviously, Reborn's been canceled for a minute, like the anime. And I think it's been like, what, a decade or so now? Maybe even a little bit more than a decade. But Katekyo Hitman Reborn has been in the news a lot more than it usually used to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when I was in like high school and stuff, like niggas did not know about Reborn. And then like hit 2020, for instance, it trended on Twitter and it was trending like hashtag Vongola rings. And that went so crazy that the voice actors of the series were, you know, speaking on about it and stuff like that. And if for those who don't know how a series is rebooted, you gotta understand that this is like, these are companies. That companies are all kind of about money, obviously, right? So they gotta see that fans and stuff are wanting the series. They gotta see that there's enough clout or there's enough people looking at the series for them to, you know, bring it back. And I feel like Reborn has been getting that slowly. So obviously I talked about how they trended on Twitter, but as well, even excluding like social media and stuff, they were making new merch as recently as like last year. Which, you know, whether that was talking about like their collaboration with Hello Kitty, they had a stage play, which obviously that stage play was in Japan, and obviously that's not America, which is kind of where they kind of need their sales to be to a degree. But still, the fact that they had not just one stage play but multiple stage plays talking about the entire, basically I think it's all the way up to the future arc where we get to see live stage plays of, you know, Zangsis, we get to see Byakura and all that stuff. You know, it's just showing the interest that KHR is bringing to the anime community, which is very, very important because when you remember, I'm gonna say like Bleach, when Bleach was coming back, you could see the rumblings. For instance, those who don't know, there was like a Bleach mobile game that came out and it involved Taisei Kubo basically drew a lot of new stuff. Like he had drawn a form for Ichigo, he drew a second Resurrection for Grimmjow. Like he was doing a lot of shit and niggas were like, oh, that's cool. That's weird though, because your show is not out. And we didn't realize it at the time, but that was a precursor to us getting the continuation for Bleach. So we were really, really excited for that. But I think it's a similar thing happening because Katekyo Hitman Reborn also got a video game or a mobile game released. I think that was in March 2020. And in that mobile game, it's hit the States. So at first it was like a Japan only thing where I don't know when it released in Japan, but it was only for Japan. But now it's in the States. Like I think I looked it up earlier today and like it's there. Like you can go on the Google Play Store and stuff and basically play the game. And while like I'm not gonna say that that's the only reason that Reborn's coming back, it's like the fact that they're putting in time to create the game, it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying, that's giving credence for why Reborn might come back. And the fact that, like I said, Reborn has been having a lot of promotions. Like for instance, they made a new Twitter account not that long ago basically talking about promoting the anime, and it's like, yeah, the Reborn anime has been kind of, you know, not active for a long time, so it doesn't make any sense. But you gotta understand that this is kind of like the process, in my opinion. This is like some of the starting stages for a series has to come back. I feel like Reborn might be on the path of that. I think even the series that actually animated Reborn is no longer in business, but any series can kind of pick it up because when you look at, I feel like because there's kind of a gapping hole in like Shonen Jump in general, because for those who don't know, I think it came out not that long ago, maybe like 2 or so days ago, that One Piece is gonna be in its final saga after this arc of Wano and stuff. So One Piece is ending soon. For those who don't know, Black Clover is on the way of its ending soon. What else? JJK is ending soon. Like, it's just a lot of series, a lot of mainstays are kind of ending, and it's not going to leave a lot left. I feel like with a lot of these series that are like near and dear to our hearts wrapping up, I feel like Reborn could be that series to kind of come back and be like, bring back the fans type thing. Same way that Hunter x Hunter is kind of doing it right now, where like niggas have been asking for Hunter x Hunter to come back for years and shit. Now that a lot of the series are kind of ending, like I said, One Piece is wrapping up eventually, Black Clover is wrapping up, all these series are wrapping up. It's like, okay, and then you look at everything that Katekyo Hitman Reborn is doing right now, like the stage play, the merch is coming out, they have their 10th anniversary, like the calendars. It's just they have a bunch of merch, and it's like I'm seeing Katekyo Hitman Reborn in the news more in the last 2 years than I saw any time before that. Obviously, I wasn't on Twitter super amount pre-2020, but even like 2022, like every couple weeks, I feel like you could see the Reborn, the love for Reborn coming back slowly. And even when I make videos on Reborn, obviously I'm not the biggest creator ever or whatever, but I can see, like, I'll search up like hashtag KHR and you can just see floods of stuff, and it's more than just like fans and stuff. You can see merch, promotions. It's like Reborn's constantly in the news, and I'm not gonna lie, to me that looks like the beginning stages of Reborn coming back, especially given Hunter x Hunter coming back, and then you have Bleach. Like, I don't even know how Berserk's coming back because obviously what happened to the creator, RIP. But I think someone's saying that the creator of, I forgot what series it was, is kind of writing it. But I mean, looking at all these series coming back, like, it makes a lot of sense for Hitman Reborn to come back within like the next 5 years from what I've seen, basically. But let me know if you don't agree with that. Let me know what your thoughts are on that, because I know a lot of people get touchy about series coming back because it seems like everyone has a series that they love that's not that was canceled or something happened to it, so they're gonna feel a certain way. Like, for instance, what I saw, even niggas on Twitter, they're like, yeah, Hunter x Hunter's coming back, Bleach is coming back, but what about, Katekyo Hitman Reborn? And I'm sure niggas were saying that about Shaman King. Like, niggas always want their show to come back, so, you know what I'm saying? You can maybe say I'm a fan, and that's why I made this video. But I do think that the signs for Hitman Reborn coming back are there. Let me know what you think about that, you know what I'm saying, obviously. Don't forget to like, subscribe for more anime content, because I'm going to be dropping consistent videos because this is the summer, so hopefully you guys can keep on supporting and watching and all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm out, so peace.